Hey there, crafty friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Diana the Paper Pineapple, and I'm back with another video working in this travel album, my San Diego album. This marks day 2, I believe. This is at San Diego Zoo, and I am using a couple of papers that I've been hoarding. I don't even remember what collection they're from. It's like probably like maybe more than 5 years. It's probably a long, like very, very old. I want to say it's Sassafras because that doesn't even exist anymore, that brand. But I just loved this like zoo background, and I thought it would be perfect as my first page, kind of like a gatefold, or yeah, kind of sort of like that, or a Dutch door. I don't know what they call them, like a flap. In just one of these sheets. I had 2 sheets, and I thought, well, I'll just use the first one for the first page. And I added my magnets after I had that one little oops. I went off camera and added all my magnets on all my sheets that I wanted to add them to, so I would not forget. And then inside, I thought it'd be a perfect time to showcase a picture, a full picture. And so this is right outside the San Diego Zoo, in front of this cool lion statue, and I thought it'd be suitable, perfect for that. So once I adhered the papers, I wanted to add like a little, I don't remember if I added here or later, but I added like a trim on the top piece there. And then I'm moving on within the top and bottom piece. This is not the same collection, but it has monkeys on one side, and it was like a plaid on the other. And I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and use the plaid in the inside. It kind of matches the zoo cardstock in the front. So I go ahead and adhere all my pieces here. I think in the first couple of minutes here, you just see me putting in all the backgrounds first, and then I'll go ahead and go back and add my pictures. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some music here in the background while you see me put this together, and then I'll come right back once I am ready to embellish with photos and embellishments. So now I'm ready to add some embellishing. These are just little wards, die cuts. I can't remember. I want to say that they're Pink Fresh Studio. I can't remember what collection it is, but They're great for like vacation and stuff, and I love the colors. I feel like it went well with these papers, and I believe it says together. So I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of my glue to add on this little die cut here, and I glue it on the lower right hand corner there. I don't know, for some reason I always feel like that's where, for me in my head, it looks best. I have never tried to do it in the middle or to the left. I don't know, maybe it's just a preference, but I added it here, and I felt it looked good. And then I felt like it needed something else, so I brought out my enamel dots and my flat back jemmies and stuff, and figured that I would bring out some of these blue hue ones that there's like a little bit of teal turquoise in that print there, the plaid print. So I went ahead and added some of these in different colors. I believe I do like a seafoam green and then like a turquoise green. And I always struggle with placements for these things. You'll see me that I'm very undecisive where I want to put these things. Usually the rule is rule of 3, but I don't know, I felt like it's too much for 3, so I just added 2, and you know, it's fine. I'm okay with that. So I just add this here, and then I'm ready to add my other pictures. So there's the top piece and the bottom piece, and I wanted to take advantage and add some pictures there. I added this cool patch that I bought there at the San Diego Zoo, and I thought it was the perfect place to put it in the middle of that top flap there. I feel like it kind of gives it a good presence, like a divider from SeaWorld and San Diego Zoo. So I'm picking out some of these Polaroids. I basically cut a page in this paper pad, this one paper pad that I've been using, and there are these cute little Polaroids. And so one day I was just sitting in front of the TV watching something, and then I just fussy cut all of these, and they're cute. So I thought, you know, I'm just gonna print out a bunch of maybe 6 of my favorite pictures that we took, and I believe these are 2x2s, and then I just adhered them inside of these little Polaroids, and they look super cute. Some of them say favorite, another one says wanderer, something like that, I believe it says. So I'm just adding my pictures there, thinking of where I want to put them, and then I'm going to go ahead and adhere them in the little Polaroid squares. So you'll see me put that together. And so now I'm ready to adhere them to the album. I kind of went by, like kind of broke them up by color, because I feel like I picked a gold one, a white frame, and then a blue turquoise tealish color. And so I added the same thing for the bottom, and I kind of arranged them kind of similar pattern ways, I guess I should say. At first I thought, well, I'm going to scatter them, and I was just like, well, maybe I should just put them straight, since there's a lot of lines in here. I could use these lines to align my little Polaroid frames in, you know, have them all be the same flush with that one line, because I am horrible trying to align things. So I just figured that I would use that as a ruler or as a guide. You see me adding a lot of things kind of askew. I kind of like the look as well, but if there's lines to guide me, I'm gonna use it. So that's what I did here. And then I just glue the bottom ones there. So I kind of mixed up. So instead of, I did like a white border, gold, and then a blue on the top, and then on the bottom I did the gold first. The couples are in gold frames, and then I did the blues and then the white at the end. So I kind of mix those around. I don't know, kind of kind of gave it like a little, I don't know, not too matchy-matchy, but you know, a little bit of difference in colors and order. I don't know, my eyes are always looking at these things when I'm putting albums or decorating albums. That's one thing that I always pay attention to. I don't know, maybe it's just me. So I'm gonna go ahead and add these here, and then I'm ready to start the next page inside of this. So there's magnets there, and they click and they don't open up. So for this side here, I added this cute little trees, and they're like tree in the background. It kind of remind me like of giraffes, or you know, like they're eating off the trees and stuff. And so I thought I would be perfect to add this picture of the elephant that's eating. And I'm using a T-ruler just so that because like I said, I'm horrible at aligning things, making them straight. So I'm just gonna add this to help me, to guide me. And this here is actually a pocket. I brought out some labels. These are from Ellie Studio. And I think I'm gonna add this label on the top here. And then I wanted to add this other picture here at the bottom. And I wanted to add a label. So these are actual dies from Ellie Studio. I think it's the tab die. And there's a matching stamp that goes with it. I think I have it too. I can't remember. So I wanted to add this tab, but it felt like it was too big to go on top. And I didn't staple it onto the picture since I already glued it. It was too late. So I just cut it in half just to minimize the bulk there. And then decided that I would use the label on the side instead of on top. I felt like it was too much, so I added it here on the side here, and it looks okay. I thought just to give it some interest, because I'm not doing a whole lot of embellishing. These albums get pretty chunky and bulky as you're adding lots of layers of paper, and there's lots of pockets and folds and flip outs and stuff like that. So I'm kind of minimizing on the embellishing, but I just use the label here, and then the tab here, and then I'm ready to adhere the label. And I believe, I'm trying to remember what it was called, and I think it's the guided bus tour. So I use this label here, and with my pen added guided bus tour. I'm trimming this here so that it doesn't stick, covers my sun. So I'm trying the best that I can to measure out the label, and then I check to see if it's the right amount, the length that I wanted, and then I adhered it, and then just added what I wanted to add on the label there. Sorry, I'm in frame, but sometimes I can't see, so I have to put my my head in the frame. So here I'm just adding this here, and then I put these labels here. I decided that I'm not going to use this one, because I wasn't sure if I was going to use the orange or the green, but I kind of broke it up so it's a little bit of green, a little bit of orange. And I thought I wasn't going to decorate this piece here in the middle because this is a pocket, but I thought, you know what, I have these little die cuts here, and then one says tour, and so since this is guided bus tour, I thought it'd be perfect to add it here. So I love these little die cuts here that I fussy cut, or they're not die cuts, it's they're like sheets, but then you fussy cut them out and you can use them as die cuts to decorate your pages. So I love these things because it gives you like a word, like adventure, vacation, whatever, and then it gives you like a little definition, and it gives you like a little faux washi on top. So I thought it'd be perfect, since we did the guided bus tour here, that I would add that here on the corner. And here I'm just cutting the excess off. Sorry, I moved my album a lot because I'm trying to be able to see so that I can cut the excess off, and I'm not like all crooked and stuff. So I apologize for that. But so before that, I think I'm gonna move and decorate the right hand side, and I love this. They're hippos, and they're like, it's a orange, a white, and like a light aqua blue hippo. And since I did take pictures of a hippo, I was like, this is perfect, I'll just add them here. So you'll see the hippo there is huge, and then we saw a couple of hippos outside, so I took a picture of that as well. So I thought I would add these here, and I didn't want to cover the hippos that are in the middle there, so I tried the best I could to add pictures around it. And then there's 2 hippos on the top there. They're so cute, and so I did my best to try not to cover them. So yeah, I just added this here, and then I did print out 3 2x2s. And I matted them with this light blue cardstock. I believe it's basil, because it's like textured thick cardstock. So I'm adding it here. Sorry, I'm in frame again. I'm just trying to measure out, like, so I'm not covering too much of the hippos, but enough, and make sure that I have enough space to add these 2 at the bottom. And so I'm adding these here. I think it's the best placement for them. And then for this page, I felt like there was nothing else that I wanted to add to it because of the cardstock. It is like kind of a busy print with all these little hippos, bigger hippos, different color hippos. And so I just thought I would just leave it there. I felt like I needed to add some wording in there. And so I was going to add this tropical mood, and then I thought, well, this orange sun, but I was just like, no, it's going to cover the hippos, so never mind. So I opted for using this one here. It says sunshine. I feel like the colors kind of match with the wording in this die cut. So I was like undecisive where I was going to put it, at the bottom here, in the middle. I think I ultimately decided to do it in the middle, just because the big hippos kind of grabs your eye. Like when you look at it, it's like you kind of gravitate towards the middle. So I do end up gluing it later. I think I finally add the glue here because I was undecisive where I was going to add this. So I added some of the ATG gun for the middle because I didn't want it lifting, and then I added my art glitter glue around the edges so that it wouldn't curl up. And yeah, left it at that. I felt like it looks good that way. And then for the middle part, I wasn't going to add any pictures. I was going to add some journaling, but for the zoo it was pretty self-explanatory. There's a lot of cool animals, tons of pictures, and of course I'm only adding my favorites in each of these pages because, I mean, honestly, I can't add all of them. There's so many. But I did want to add a video, so I do end up using a QR code to showcase a video there, and it's pretty funny. It's of us on the Sky Flyer tram, and yeah, I added that there, and it's perfect. And then I proceeded to add this date of this day. So July 6th, 2024. This is last year's, and then it's pretty much done, guys. I think this is it. Then I'm going to add my things in the pocket, which is my map, a little thing that talks about the things that you can do at the park, and I can add pictures later. But anyway, this is the final flip through. This is what I finished this time, and I apologize I haven't had a chance to do more videos. I've been kind of busy. Got back from a trip, and so kind of trying to rest up from that. But anyway, here it is. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Thanks again for always joining me and supporting me, and I hope you guys are inspired to work in your travel albums if you have any that are not documented yet. Hopefully this gives you the itch. But anyway, thanks again, and If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing so that you don't miss any videos. Alright, I will talk to you guys soon. I hope to see you guys in the next crafty video. Bye guys!